this is an example of a veteran's work who came through our program twice. And she was one of the veterans who was a little apprehensive about doing art therapy the first time through. On the outside, she tries to present herself as put together. She's got the sparkles there and the feathers. But other people also still see the trauma she's been through. So she represented her childhood trauma. There's a little girl screaming through there, through her eye, her TBI. A lot of times what I'll see with these masks from people who have been through sexual trauma is a covering up of the mouth. So they're zippered, they're chained shut, they're sewed shut, and so that's a representation of not being able to speak about what she went through. She had also experienced combat trauma, had witnessed some of her friends killed in combat, and so you can see with the use of the magazine words how she feels on the inside. These bullet casings represent her 3 friends who were killed, and so she wanted to memorialize them. And then this is an example of the same veteran's artwork. She came this time with a plan for her mask, and on the outside she wanted to represent her 4 selves, so to speak. So this was her family self, her professional self, her veteran self, and then this is her PTSD self. And she included a key here on each quadrant to represent that she has the key to unlock each of these parts of herself, and nobody else does. And then on the inside, this is her on a tightrope on the inside. And if you can see, she's tethered to her past trauma. So there's a thin wire here. This represents combat trauma, sexual trauma, and then her TBI. But she's walking towards a brighter future and working towards her goals. And it's hopeful, so you can see the color is getting lighter here, but she's still over troubled water, so there are these dangerous fish on the bottom. So you can see the first time she came through, the inside of this one is very intense. There's a lot of pain. And then the second time she came through, this one appears more hopeful. And so what I love about art and art therapy is that you can see in the artwork her transformation through her mental health process from here to here.
BrainLine is powered in part by Wounded Warrior Project to honor and empower post 9/11 injured service members, veterans, and their families. For more information about PTSD, please visit brainline.org. BrainLine is a service of WETA, Washington, D.C.